Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and we're going to talk about Andrew Yang and Andrew Yang ending his campaign for U.S. president in the U.S. 2020 primary Democrat race. He announced that he is suspending his campaign. For him and every other candidate, that means that he's ending his campaign. Of course, I am devastated. I am incredibly disappointed by this result. Um, so let's talk about this a little bit. So I am incredibly disappointed in Andrew Yang's decision. And I am disappointed in Andrew Yang's action today. But I am by no means disappointed in Andrew Yang. I'm incredibly proud of his attempt to become the U.S. president. And I am incredibly thankful for everything he sacrificed to drive toward the presidency. Um, this is incredibly disappointing. I really wish this had ended a different way, and I am surprised. I really am surprised that Andrew Yang did not drive to the finish. I really believe there was a path to victory that was available to him if he had persisted and if he had endured. He decided that that was not the case. He has every right to make that decision because he does have to do the sacrificing, and he has sacrificed a lot. It is incredibly difficult to be in the public eye. It is incredibly difficult to be in the public eye. That is quite true. Um, this is an incredible disappointment. So, what happened? Whose fault is this? I think that's a really apropos question. And in my opinion, there's a lot of institutions that are in the mix, but at the end of the day, this is nobody's fault but the American people. The American people chose not to rally around an incredibly intelligent, incredibly dynamic, incredibly noble leader. They had the opportunity to have the best leader that's risen up in America in 10 generations, and they said meh, and Americans say meh to a lot. We really do. We are sitting on top of 2 centuries of massive success, and we have a lot, and I think because of that, sometimes we really overlook and bypass things that are non-intuitive and extraordinary. And I really think the loss of Andrew Yang as the U.S. president in 2021 is one of the greatest losses America will ever absorb. It's staggering. There's just no question. I think the sun is gonna shine a little less bright every day between 2020 and 2024. What we've lost is hard to even calculate, even with the math skills of Andrew Yang. Incredibly disappointing. I really, really am quite disappointed in this in this outcome. I think a lot of people are going to spin this, and whenever something like this happens, people always try to find the bright side, and I'm a pretty positive person, but it is hard for me to see any silver lining on this cloud. There truly is. Um, I think this is what I'll say. Okay, Andrew Yang said, "Not left, not right, but forward." And in 2020, in November of 2020, America's going to make a choice. And then between 2021 and 2024, America will go right, and we will go left. But there's no possibility we're going to go forward. None. I'll tell you right now, Biden, Warren, uh, the, there's I don't understand how we're possibly going to move forward without Andrew Yang. I really don't. It's hard for we're definitely going to go right. We're definitely going to go left, but I just don't see any possibility we're going to move forward. And the future that we are going to have is so much dimmer than what we could have had. And that is incredibly, incredibly disappointing. I do want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to allow me to share my thoughts on Andrew Yang with you. I was incredibly exciting during this time. I felt really just buoyant, emotionally and spiritually buoyant during this period from hope. I just had so much hope for the future of this nation and the possibilities that existed in an Andrew Yang presidency, and those possibilities are all now ash, and that is, as I said earlier, just quite devastating to me. I'm deeply, deeply impacted by this loss, but I don't want to forget the many, many days I was incredibly excited to hear what Andrew had accomplished, to hear his funny jokes, to see his great smile, to see his hard work, to see his awesome example. His example as a leader, his example as a husband, his example as a father, his example as a human being, his example as just a nice person, a wonderful person. I also got to shake his hand. That was pretty incredible. He came right here to my own hometown. I shook his hand, a couple hundred feet from the Rocky statue, and that's incredible. I am really, really deeply, deeply disappointed, and I am utterly convinced November 2020, we will move left, we'll move right, but we are not moving forward. Now, I do want to say, we are in America, and I don't want to be a doomsday person. And the reason why is we're not looking at a doomsday situation. America actually is fine when it doesn't move forward because we're so far ahead. We have so much. And we have so much in this nation that millions of Americans said, $1,000 a month? I'm good. That's pretty incredible. That is pretty incredible. That is amazing. Truly, like, how we could end up here with that kind of platform, with this kind of leader, it really makes you think. It really makes you think. Truly, truly, truly disappointing. I'm disappointed with this day and with Andrew Yang's decision today, but I am not disappointed with the incredible job he did at driving straight toward the presidency and doing the best he could possibly do while he could do it. And I am not disappointed in a single one of you in the liking and the sharing and the commenting and the viewing and just every single moment you gave to this channel is truly an honor. And I really am very, very appreciative of all the time and attention you gave to my thoughts on Andrew Yang. I very much, very much appreciate going on this journey with you. And I am an evangelical Christian, and I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be praying for each and every one of you, because I think some of you may be where I'm at, and you might struggle with this personally. It's going to be difficult. So I'm praying for you, and thank you once again. Thank you very, very much. And while it's going to be a lot more difficult, please do try to have a wonderful millennium.